Hello friends, welcome to today's video. So today in this video we'll be discussing some of the important questions which we can expect from the polity topic, which is a part of the general awareness. Okay, so starting with the first question, which article of Indian Constitution mentions about the financial emergency? Emergency is a situation where the things are not normal and are getting out of control. So in India, emergency are broadly classified into three types. One is the national emergency, and the state emergency, and the third is the financial emergency. Okay. Mostly the national emergency is a situation where the security of India is under the threat. So the Article 352 discusses about about this emergency which arises from the threat of security. Whereas when we come to the financial emergency, the Article 360 talks about the financial emergency. Okay, so the correct answer for this is Article 360, which is option A. So these you have to remember. And in the case of emergency, some of the fundamental rights are also being suppressed. I mean, they are not there in the state of emergency, and only the President of India is having the power to implement the emergencies. Okay, next. So parliamentary government is a form of constitutional democracy in which. So in India, we know that we are having a parliamentary government system. So what it consists of is like we'll be we'll be electing the representatives, and then those representatives will form the parliament, which is a Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and of course the president. So the members of Lok Sabha are being elected by the people. So they are a part of the legislature, and these together, the executive, like who is the prime minister, he will be one among these. Okay, so from the among the options given, so the executive is a part of this legislature, and overall he is responsible to the legislature. So this is the correct answer. Okay, next. A citizen can directly move to the Supreme Court for any of the violation of the fundamental rights. The Constitution of India gives its Indian citizens the fundamental rights, and in case of any violation of the fundamental rights, any citizen can approach the Supreme Court under the Article 32. So these you have to remember. Okay. Next, which type of democracy do we follow in India? In India we are choosing and we are electing our representatives. Okay, we are giving the votes to the representatives, and that way our overall democracy is formed. So we are representative. We are electing the representatives. So in that way, from among the options, India is having the representative democracy where Indian citizens are selecting their representatives. Okay. Next, the most important feature of cabinet system of government is, India follows a cabinet system of government, and in this, all the members of, let's say, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, they are being collectively they are responsible. Okay, so each member they have to follow whatever the decision has been taken by this entire Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha, whether they agree to that decision or not, but then finally they have to support that one. So it's a collective responsibility on them. So which is the main feature of the cabinet system. So among these options, collective responsibility is the correct answer. Next, an amendment of the constitution may be initiated by, constitution can be amended. I mean, few minor changes can be changed and few things can be added in the constitution. So this can only happen when through a bill, and a bill has to be introduced in any of the parliament of house, either the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha. So in either of these, the bill can be introduced for amendment. So the correct answer is by the introduction of bill in either house of the parliament. And the amendment of the constitution can happen under the Article 368. So Article 368 describes the how this amendment can take place. Next, voting is, in India we vote. So what exactly voting is? As I've said in the previous questions, we are giving a vote to a representative, like either the MLA or the MP, and then they will be, that is how they are being selected. So among the options, if you see, voting is the process of selecting the representatives, right? So this is the correct answer. Next, who is the custodian of the Indian Constitution? The Indian Constitution, the Supreme Court of India is taking care of this Indian Constitution. It ensures that all the rights and other important things which are there in the Indian Constitution are being followed. So the Supreme Court is a custodian of the Indian Constitution. But then if you see among the options, so Chief Justice of India is a part of a Supreme Court. So the correct answer is the Chief Justice of India. Okay. Next, which among the following is not a function of Election Commission? We know that Election Commission is the one body which makes sure the elections happen on time, and it's an independent body. So what they'll be doing is, so let us see from the following options. He's saying not a function. Allotment of symbols. Let's say BJP is having a lotus symbol, I mean the flower, whereas Congress is having the hand symbol. So likewise, these are being given by the Election Commission. So this they are giving. Fixation of election dates. Election Commission when decide when the dates will happen. So this is their duty. Maintaining fairness of election. They have to ensure that elections are being conducted in a fairly manner. So this is also there. Selecting the candidates for election. So this option is mainly decided by the parties who are contesting for the elections. Okay, so candidates election is not a function of the election commission. It is on the parties who decide. So the answer is selecting the candidates for election is not a function of the election commission. Next, the fundamental rights can be suspended by. So as I have said under the in the previous questions, under the case of emergencies, so the fundamental rights can be suspended, and these suspensions can only be given by the President of India, as he only the one who can impose the emergencies. Okay, so these fundamental rights can be suspended, and this is there under the Article 359 of the Constitution. Okay, these you have to remember. Next, the reorganization of states on linguistic basis was done. In the year 1956, some of the states like Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and some of them were formed, and in that case, it happened in the year 1956. This separation was happened on the linguistic basis, on the basis of the language that the majority of the people speak. So the correct answer is 1956. Next, the term politics was first used by. We often hear the word politics, but then who was the first person who coined this term? It was the Aristotle who first used the term politics. Okay. So these are some of the important questions and which are a part of the general awareness also. So if you have liked the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos, and thank you for watching.